Welcome to Dollar Side Hustle, your go-to podcast for all things side hustle. Today, we're diving into the world of Fiverr, a platform that might just be your ticket to some extra cash, even if you're a total beginner. Now, before we get started, a quick reminder to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the affiliate links in the description. They're not related to Fiverr, but they do help keep this show running, so your support is much appreciated.
We're excited to break down Fiverr for you, especially if you're new to the whole online side hustle scene.
Okay, so let's unpack this. What exactly is Fiverr and how does it work?
Imagine a giant virtual marketplace where instead of selling like physical products, people are selling their skills and services.
Okay.
That's Fiverr in a nutshell. You create a profile, list what you're good at, these are called gigs, and set your price. People looking for those services can browse, find you, and hire you.
So you're basically like a digital superhero for hire, ready to tackle anything from writing blog posts to designing logos to maybe even singing a personalized birthday song.
Exactly, you hit the nail on the head. And the beauty of Fiverr is that you can start small. No need to be a seasoned pro with years of experience.
That's reassuring for someone just starting out. But there are so many people offering services on Fiverr. How do you stand out and attract clients?
That's where niche specialization comes in. Think of it like this. Instead of being a writer for everything under the sun, you could focus on being a website copywriter for eco-friendly businesses.
So it's like saying, I'm not just any writer. I'm your writer for this specific thing.
Precisely. And this is where our deep dive gets really interesting. Our sources highlight some super hot Fiverr niches right now that might surprise you. Content writing is a big one. Businesses are always hungry for fresh blog posts, website copy, and social media content.
Makes sense. Everyone needs words to connect with their audience. But what about something a little more visual like infographic design?
Ah, yes. Infographics are incredibly popular because they make complex information easy to digest and share. And then there's website testing. You'd be surprised how many businesses need fresh eyes to point out clunky navigation or confusing layouts on their websites.
That's actually a skill I hadn't even considered monetizing. But let's say I figured out my niche and I'm ready to create my first Fiverr gig. What makes a gig stand out from the crowd?
Think of your gig description as a shop window display. You want it to be eye-catching and informative. High-quality images, clear descriptions of what you offer, and crucially, the right keywords.
Keywords, those are the little signposts
Yeah,
that help people find you when they're searching on Fiverr.
exactly. If someone searches for website copywriter, you want your gig to pop up. So sprinkle those keywords naturally throughout your gig description. And don't forget to think about what potential clients would be typing into the search bar.
So if my niche is writing website copy for eco-friendly businesses, I should use keywords like sustainable, eco-conscious, and green business.
Right. Spot on. You're catching on quickly. And don't underestimate the power of a captivating gig title. It's the first thing potential clients see, so make it count. Something like, I'll craft compelling website copy that showcases your brand's eco-friendly values.
Okay, so my gig is up. It's looking sharp and I'm ready to roll. But how do I actually get clients to notice me in this vast sea of Fiverr freelancers? Is it all about Fiverr's algorithms?
Fiverr does have some tools to help you get noticed. You can pay to promote your gigs, which gives them a boost in search results, but the real magic often happens outside of Fiverr.
Wait, really? Tell me more about this off-platform hustle.
Think social media. Share your gigs on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Get creative. Show off your work. Engage with potential clients. Build a community around your skills.
So it's not just about listing your gigs on Fiverr. It's about actively marketing yourself and building a brand.
You got it. And one of our sources had a really fascinating point about content marketing that stuck with me. They said that freelancers who create blog posts or YouTube videos related to their niche see a big increase in Fiverr traffic. It's like they're establishing themselves as experts without directly selling, and it draws people in.
That makes a lot of sense. If I see someone who's putting out great content about eco-friendly business practices, I'd be way more likely to trust them to write my website copy.
Exactly. It's all about building credibility and trust, which are essential in the online world.
This is all super valuable information, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I think we need to address the elephant in the room, the common Fiverr mistakes that newbie freelancers often make.
Oh, absolutely. Let's dive into those pitfalls so you can avoid them from the get-go. One of the biggest mistakes is underpricing your services. It might seem tempting to attract clients with rock-bottom prices, but it can actually backfire.
Yeah, like you're practically giving away your superpowers for pennies.
Yeah.
It devalues your work and makes it hard to build a sustainable income.
Precisely. Another common mistake is neglecting niche specialization. Trying to be a jack of all trades on Fiverr can make you blend in with the crowd. Clients are looking for specialists, not generalists. Find your lane and own it.
So we've covered the basics of Fiverr, from creating a gig to marketing it effectively, and even dodging those common newbie mistakes. But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, any final words of wisdom for our aspiring Fiverr entrepreneurs?
Think about a skill you enjoy or a problem you're good at solving. Could that be your unique Fiverr offering? Don't be afraid to explore, experiment, and see where your talents can take you in this vast online marketplace.
I love that. We'll be back in just a moment with even more Fiverr insights, so stay tuned.
Stuck in a dead-end job and need a way to make extra cash? Businesses everywhere need help with their online presence, and you can earn $20 to $50 an hour writing social media posts, emails, and more. No experience? No problem. We'll match you with available jobs so you can start earning fast. Ready to kick off your online writing side hustle? Visit $sidehustle.com/writingjobs and get started today. Want to make $25 to $50 an hour just by writing reviews of apps on your phone or tablet? It's as simple as downloading apps, trying them out, and sharing your honest feedback. No experience needed, just a phone, a tablet, and some basic writing skills. If this sounds like your kind of gig, don't miss out. Paid reviewers are in high demand, and you can start earning right away. Ready to get started? Visit $sidehustle.com/review apps and start making money from your reviews today.
Welcome back to Side Hustle.
We're diving deeper into the world of Fiverr, exploring how to not just launch a gig, but actually make it thrive.
In the last segment, we talked about niches and crafting a killer gig. But let's face it, not every gig will be an instant success. It's a process.
So what should a newbie Fiverr freelancer do when their gigs aren't exactly setting the platform on fire?
Don't get discouraged. It's all about analyzing, adapting, and refining. Pay close attention to the feedback you receive from clients, even if it's not a 5-star rave. Maybe there's a recurring theme in the feedback that can help you tweak your gig description or adjust your approach.
So it's a constant evolution of learning and improving.
Exactly. Fiverr is a dynamic marketplace. What's hot today might be lukewarm tomorrow. Client needs change, trends evolve, and you need to be adaptable to stay ahead of the game.
Speaking of adapting, one thing that stood out in our research was the importance of communication on Fiverr. It's not just about delivering a great product. It's about building relationships with clients.
What's fascinating here is that clear and consistent communication can often make the difference between a satisfied client and a disgruntled one. Respond to messages, promptly be upfront about your capabilities, and set realistic expectations from the get-go.
I could definitely see how that would prevent misunderstandings and those dreaded negative reviews.
Speaking of reviews, they're the lifeblood of your Fiverr reputation. Those little gold stars can make or break you.
I've heard horror stories about freelancers getting slammed with a bad review and feeling like their Fiverr career is over.
While a negative review can sting, it's not the end of the world. What matters is how you handle it. A well-crafted response to a negative review addressing the client's concerns and showing a willingness to learn and improve can actually work in your favor.
So it's all about turning a negative into a positive.
Precisely. Potential clients will see that you take feedback seriously and are committed to providing a great experience. Now let's shift gears and talk about a topic that often trips up new Fiverr freelancers: setting realistic expectations. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement and promise the moon to clients.
Especially when you're eager to land your first few gigs.
The danger there is that over-promising almost always leads to under-delivering. Be honest about your turnaround times, your skill set, and your capacity. It's much better to under-promise and over-deliver than the other way around.
I imagine that also helps prevent burnout, which is something I hear a lot of freelancers struggling with.
Absolutely. It's important to find a balance that works for you. Start slow. Gradually increase your workload as you gain experience and confidence. And don't be afraid to say no to projects that don't align with your skills or availability.
Okay, so we've covered communication reviews and setting realistic expectations. But what about the money? How does getting paid on Fiverr actually work?
One of the great things about Fiverr is that they handle all the payment processing. Once a client orders your gig, Fiverr holds the funds in escrow until you complete the order and the client approves it. Then the funds are released to your Fiverr account.
So no awkward conversations about invoices or chasing down payments?
Nope. Fiverr streamlines the whole process, which is a huge relief for freelancers.
Right.
And from your Fiverr account, you can withdraw the money to your bank account or PayPal. Just keep in mind that Fiverr takes a percentage of each transaction as their fee.
Makes sense. They are providing the platform and handling the payment processing after all. Now let's loop back to marketing. We talked about social media, but are there other ways to get those Fiverr gigs in front of the right eyeballs?
One strategy that our sources emphasized is content marketing. Creating valuable content related to your niche blog posts, YouTube videos, even podcasts can establish you as an expert and attract potential clients.
So it's about showcasing your knowledge and skills without explicitly saying, hey, hire me.
Exactly. And that genuine approach can be incredibly effective. Another strategy is paid advertising. Platforms like Google Ads and social media ads allow you to target specific demographics and interests, increasing the chances of your gig being seen by the right people.
It sounds like paid advertising can be a powerful tool, but also one that requires a bit of a learning curve.
It does take some experimentation and fine-tuning. What works for one freelancer might not work for another, and it's crucial to track your results to make sure you're getting a good return on your investment. Don't forget about the power of networking. Attending online or in-person events related to your niche can open doors to new opportunities and collaborations.
I can imagine that meeting other freelancers in your niche could lead to valuable insights and support.
Absolutely. Building relationships with other freelancers can be incredibly beneficial. You can share tips, learn from each other's experiences, and even collaborate on projects. All right, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this segment.
We have, from communication and reviews to marketing, and even navigating the financial side of Fiverr. We've explored some essential aspects of making this side hustle work for you.
But before we move on to our final segment, I want to leave our listeners with this thought. Fiverr is a platform that rewards creativity and adaptability. Don't be afraid to experiment with different approaches and find what works best for you.
Love it. We'll be back in just a moment with our final round of Fiverr wisdom. So don't go anywhere.
Want to start a side hustle but feeling stuck on the tech part? You're not alone. Many first-time website owners feel the same. That's where Bluehost comes in. As the top-rated web host, they make things super simple with an easy setup, plenty of features, and budget-friendly plans to help you launch your website fast. Plus, their 24/7 expert support has your back anytime you need help. Head to $sideHustle.com/Bluehost now and grab a whopping 88% discount.
Tired of the 9-to-5 grind? Check out this new $1,000 per day done-for-you website that generates automated income straight from your phone. It's simple to set up, takes just 15 minutes, and runs 24/7, earning for you while you relax. No experience needed, and it's available worldwide. Ready to start? Visit $sidehustle.com/cellphoneincome today.
And we're back for the final stretch of our Fiverr deep dive.
Ready to unlock some pro-level strategies to really make your Fiverr side hustle sing?
Absolutely. I am all ears.
One of the most effective ways to boost your earnings on Fiverr is to create packages or bundles of services. It's like offering a value meal for your clients. They get more bang for their buck, and you often end up with higher-priced orders.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Can you give me an example of what a Fiverr package might look like?
Let's say your niche is logo design. Instead of just offering a single logo design as a gig, you could create a package that includes the logo design, a business card design, and maybe even some social media graphics. It's a one-stop shop for branding, which is super appealing to clients.
I can see how that would be attractive to someone who's starting a new business and needs a cohesive brand identity. It takes the guesswork out of piecing together different services. Now, what about upselling? I've heard that mentioned in the context of Fiverr, but I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Upselling is all about offering additional services that complement a client's initial order. Once you've built a rapport with a client and they're happy with your work, you can suggest additional services that might enhance their project or solve another problem they're facing.
So if I'm writing a blog post for a client, I get offered to also optimize it for search engines or create some accompanying social media posts to help them promote it.
Exactly. It's about anticipating your client's needs and offering solutions that make their lives easier. And often those solutions translate into more revenue for you. Now let's talk about something that can really elevate your Fiverr game and attract higher-paying clients: building a portfolio.
I've heard that a strong portfolio is essential for freelancers. But how do you build one when you're just starting out and don't have a ton of client projects to showcase?
That's a great question. Even if you're brand new to Fiverr, you can create sample projects or offer discounted rates to a few initial clients to build up your portfolio. The key is to have high-quality work that demonstrates your skills and style.
And where should we display this portfolio? Just on our Fiverr profile?
Fiverr is a good starting point, but consider creating a dedicated website or online portfolio that you can link to from your Fiverr profile and social media. It adds a level of professionalism and allows you to present your work in a more visually appealing and customized way.
So it's like creating a digital storefront that's entirely dedicated to showcasing our talents.
Precisely. It gives potential clients a more comprehensive view of what you offer and what you're capable of. And speaking of capabilities, let's talk about the importance of continuous learning. In the ever-evolving world of freelancing, what's in demand today might be obsolete tomorrow, so it's crucial to stay ahead of the curve.
So no resting on our laurels, even if we found a Fiverr niche that's working well for us right now.
Exactly. The freelance world is dynamic, and the more you learn, the more valuable your skills become. Take online courses, attend webinars, read industry blogs, connect with other freelancers in your niche. There's always something new to learn and a new skill to master.
I love that mentality of constant growth and improvement. It's not just about making money, it's about becoming a better version of ourselves professionally. One thing that really resonated with me in all of our research for this deep dive was the emphasis on finding joy in the work. Yes, we want to earn money and build successful side hustles, but it shouldn't feel like a soul-sucking grind.
That's such an important point. When you choose niches and projects that genuinely interest you, it shows in the quality of your work, and it makes the entire Fiverr experience more rewarding and sustainable in the long run.
So it's not just about the hustle. It's about finding the sweet spot where passion and profit intersect.
Absolutely. And I think that's a perfect note to end on. We've covered a lot of ground in this Fiverr deep dive, from the basics to pro-level strategies, and we hope you're feeling equipped and inspired to launch your own Fiverr journey.
Big thanks to our expert for sharing their incredible insights and practical advice. And to our awesome listeners, thank you for joining us on this exploration of Fiverr. We hope you're feeling empowered to take your side hustle dreams to the next level. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Dollar Side Hustle for more side hustle tips and tricks, and be sure to check out those affiliate links in the description. They help keep this channel running and allow us to keep bringing you valuable content. Until next time, happy hustling. I'm happy hustling.